Hey everyone, in my previous video I showed you guys how I plan a makeover. I talked you through how I would make over a small kitchen, and in today's video you will see the actual makeover. If you're interested in seeing how I planned everything for this makeover, then go check out my previous video too. So I made over a sewing studio a few weeks ago, then I made over the powder room, and the next space was the kitchen. As you can see, it's a really tiny kitchen, but only the owner and one employee work in the space, so it's enough for them. It was definitely not in a good shape. I really had to transform the space into a nice, fun, colorful kitchen. On one side they have a microwave and a fridge, which they didn't need, so those items will be moved out of the space, and this gives me the option to create an eating area there. Obviously, I did a really deep cleaning, washed the cabinets too, then I started the makeover. I started off by removing the cabinet doors, which obviously I decided to paint. I also took off the handles, which I will replace with new ones. I used the primer first, my usual primer that I use for shiny surfaces. I applied one light coat on both sides of the doors. While the primer was drying, I painted the ceiling light. They have the same light in the powder room, and in that video too I showed you guys that I simply painted it with black paint that's good for metals. Didn't see the point to spend money on new lamp, and it looks so good with the black color. Then I applied 2 coats of paint on the doors. I chose this gorgeous green color, Vintage Vogue by Benjamin Moore in satin finish, and I used advanced paint that is really good for cabinets. So the tiles were not matching the color palette at all, so I used this multi-surface paint to paint them. I needed like 3 coats, but you will see at the end that the difference is just crazy. I didn't need to retile the kitchen, I just had to buy the paint and paint it. Before painting the walls, I just drilled some holes into the wall where I knew I would want to put up a shelf later. So for the wall and ceiling I used Morning Dew that I used in the sewing studio too, so everything ties in really well. I applied 2 coats. It's a really nice color that's going to be a really good contrast between the light green walls and the dark green cabinets. Normally I would just spray paint the handles or knobs to save money, but I didn't like the fact that the handles were different, so I got some plain black ones from Amazon and I used those instead. The silicone was looking really bad around the sink tiles, so I re-siliconed the whole area and it was just looking so much better after. I put up this really cool hook from H&M Home and also a kitchen towel. I put up this shelving unit which I got from TK Maxx for only £12 and I will place some containers on it for coffee, tea and sugar. So on the other side the shelf was not in a good shape. I got some plywood, cut it down to size, and to make it more custom and nicer I used a decorative trim that I had at home. I cut it with a handsaw and glued it to the front part of the shelf with no more nails. It just gives a nice decorative element to the shelf and it will look just so much better. Once the glue dried, I painted the shelf with light salmon that I used in the powder room. I applied 2 coats. Once the paint dried, I decided to use this sealer, which will protect the tabletop from scratches. Obviously, they will eat on this tabletop, so I wanted to make sure they can easily clean it. It gives a shiny layer to the tabletop and just protects the surface. Then I just had to do the finishing touches. I put some teas and coffee in these containers and put them on the shelf. I put up this nice image that I got from Desanio. It goes well with the colors in the space and the whole vibe. I placed 2 bar stools under the tabletop, which is really cool because it's a small space, they can just store them under the tabletop. So let's remember what the space looked like before. And now it looks like this. I love the end result. I think it turned out really nice. Such a big transformation on a budget. If you guys liked the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye.